I've never done karaoke.
Never?
Never done karaoke because
That is
I
impressive.
genuinely cannot sing. My poor children are the only people that are subjected to my singing. Hello, my name is Kirsty Blackman and I'm the Member of Parliament for Aberdeen North.
Now, you were first elected to Aberdeen City Council in 2007, aged 21. What was it like to be involved in politics so relatively young?
It was, when I was elected to Aberdeen City Council, I was 21. I would have been the youngest councillor in Scotland, but my little brother got elected as well. He was 18. So it was really interesting. And I think to begin with, people thought, oh, we're not sure about all these youngsters. But by the time of the next council election, all the parties stood young people. So I think it made a real difference, a real impact on Aberdeen, actually.
What was it like being in a family where your brother and you were councillors? Did you have a lot of political discussion around the dinner table?
We always had political discussion at home, so there were 4 children in my family and we always spoke about politics around the dinner table. I think the difficult thing was getting a word in edgeways generally, because everybody liked to get involved in the argument and have the discussion.
Do you have any phobias?
I don't have any phobias. I used to really not like restaurants, but I've kind of grown out of that.
Restaurants?
Restaurants. I didn't like restaurants because there was kind of too many people, and I didn't really grow up in a family where you went and ate out quite a lot, so I was always concerned that I would do the wrong thing when I went to a restaurant. I've got beyond that now, but it was always something that I was really worried about.
Now, do you have any hidden talents?
I crochet, and I also like playing computer games.
What kind of computer games?
So, my son's just got a SNES, which is a Super Nintendo, so I had a SNES when I was a kid, and playing the Super Nintendo's been excellent. I was playing Street Fighter the other night. But I also quite like just any kind of computer game, really. I used to play a lot of kind of first-person shooter games when I was younger.
Now, there are reports that you are now rejecting hugs in the workplace. Talk to me about this.
Do you know what? I'm not a fan of people in a professional environment hugging. If it's somebody I don't know particularly well, maybe I've met them once before, and in a professional setting, and they come in and, you know, put their arms out to give me a hug, I'm not really that keen on that. They could shake my hand. They wouldn't hug a man. Why would they want to hug me? I don't think it's particularly right. I don't think it's a professional environment.
How much has changed since all of those reports around sexual harassment and the allegations?
I think sometimes we have a situation where men in Westminster now say, oh, I can't say that anymore because that would be construed as sexual harassment. And actually, that's not them thinking about it properly. If somebody is, you know, if somebody is going to do something that they think is sexual harassment, then it's probably sexual harassment and they probably shouldn't do it.
What's the naughtiest thing you've ever done?
I'm terribly well behaved. I used to maybe go out and have some whisky, you know, and when I was a teenager, so I would nick my parents' whisky and go out and have some of that. The cheap stuff, not the malt
Not
whisky,
the high-end
I hasten
stuff.
to add.